the race is very shortly in Valencia, you know, but the crash with Diego, my friend Diego, you know. But yeah, same team, same crash.
It's hard, you know, like I've been training really well these past 5 weeks after Pontevedra, so having this scratch is like shock you, like you don't know what to do. It's something you cannot control. You always then think, what happened if I should be in the front or I should be in the front, but I think those thoughts all just put you down. So I just you have to just look to the next one, recover well. Like that's the most important thing after a crash. But yes, and always take the good thing of the racing, and just scratch, that's nothing actually. It could have been much worse. So yeah, the actually helmet saved my life, I think, because the first thing when I felt it was my head hitting the ground really hard.
After Tokyo it's very hard, you know. I take times, and now we have chance to go to take maybe the Olympic flag. It's not African flag, but Olympic flag. You take the two dossard, you know, and so other chance, and we know what to do. Go to the Paris.
I started the season with 2 good races, Ouagadougou and then Montreal, so I was feeling good, too much confidence, I think, for me. So I was quite relaxed to Pontevedra, and I think I lacked a little bit of training because all of the races. So yes, in Pontevedra it wasn't my day. So after that I had to really work in my mind, like what I did wrong. So after that I was training really good here in Spain, in Lugo, and I was really ready for Valencia, but now I have to take revenge in Hawley.
The race here in Valencia was pretty average for me. I had a tough time in the swim, and it took till the last lap to finally catch on to the main group. And for the run was just about keeping cool, and you know, the girls are running 16 clothed now, which is really fast. So I just tried to conserve energy and kind of just stay in the moment. But yeah, it wasn't my best day, but I definitely had worse days. So the ASICS team provide a lot of help. I wouldn't say that they like have an influence on tactics unless we ask the question, but they don't really, you know, kind of force you to race a certain way. They kind of let you do your own thing, which I think is really nice. I think there's just a lot more to think about when you're kind of on your own, and that's the great thing about this team, is that they can and will provide those pieces of equipment that you might not normally have if you just ask. So I always think that on race day it's probably the hardest time to not have a coach or a manager, because you don't really want to be worrying about like your extra set of wheels and like, where am I going to put my shoes after I finish swimming? Do I have to like run back to the athletes lounge? Or you know, when you have people helping you and, you know, a coach here and the team here, you can kind of just not worry about that and know that they'll just, you know, be there however much you need. Like if you want to talk a lot before the race, if you want to just hand your, you know, towel over to them, you can. Yeah, I think it's really nice that, you know, here there's the opportunity for someone to actually teach us how the process works. I mean, there's a document posted online, but you know, it's intricate. Like there's a lot of things that like go into the point system and how to qualify, and now with all of the kind of universality spots and tripartite, like there are a lot of other moving pieces of which race should I choose, like, you know, based off of points, and you know, what's the best option for me individually to have the best chance to, you know, qualify for Paris. I think every triathlete is a bit obsessive and definitely like analyzes the results page from races and kind of has a tab on like who's doing well and checks the rankings. So there's definitely an element to that. But yeah, I mean, Jawad just like has been racing really well, and so has everyone. But he's definitely had some really, you know, podiums, which is incredible at a WTS. But yeah, no, it's definitely like a sense of camaraderie, and you know, the team element is huge.
In Pontevedra, I think the result was like a normal like curve for me, because I knew that I will do a good race, but being on the team gave me a lot of confidence, and that's why I think it was my best World Cup result so far. I'm Estonian, so we are a bit prefer to be alone, so I think it was hard for me at first in Pontevedra, but now I know the guys and it's fun to be a team.
The doctor said me I can race yesterday, but after the race I must stop a few days for recover. If I am alone, I can't go to the hospital to do echography, so the ASICS team allow me to do any medical technical for check what I have on my muscle tendon. But in my first WTS in Leeds, there is everybody at the top mondial level, so I can do the best experience in my first WTS, and after in Montreal, I can catch with the top of the world. After in Hamburg, I didn't know if I didn't know how I can doing this podium, so I'm feeling very good this day.
With even Jawad, I feel like it gives me confidence that he's like on the same team as me. So yeah, it's an honor to be on the team. In Pontevedra and in Valencia, I think they have been like the best experience I've ever had. So I've learned a lot, and I think the main point has been that I got some confidence that I can be like, I'm not afraid of the big guys. So yesterday as well, I wanted to be in the breakaway, but I got caught up in the crash and I couldn't get away. So yeah, my next race will be a European Cup, I think, and after that I will focus on the Chile race. But for sure I will keep an eye on Jawad and Diego, how they are doing.